All kinds of religions being spread to me. It's quite nice when you have such a big map and you didn't actually pick a religion. Look, reliquaries and religious community, both chosen by the AI this game. Unusual, you don't often see that. Military engineering, and no Niter in my empire at the moment. But as you can see, there is some on the sort of borders of where I am, so I'm not worried that we won't have it. It's more just that I probably am going to have to go and get it. We're still getting settlers though, so in theory, I could now start to sort of beeline it. If we just run a quick Niter check on the map, you'll see that my eastern holdings have absolutely nothing there, but there is a little bit down south, so I should probably put another city in this sort of area, which kind of makes sense anyway, because I was thinking of putting a couple, or maybe at least one preserve in this area anyway, so that's probably for the best. Doesn't look like there's any Niter in this area. Hong Kong's got some. Hong Kong's got a lot, actually. Hong Kong, I think, may have to become a friend. Oh, it's a good thing it's only one envoy away from being a friend then. But otherwise, we're going to have to go and trade for it, or we're going to have to go and find some to settle. Over near the Dutch. Yeah, there's really not a lot for me to go and get, so Niter probably isn't going to be the answer that I was looking for. I could probably get a couple of sources of it, but not a huge amount. So, a frigate rush, not ideal. Don't forget, things like battleships down here take coal, artillery, inventory, none of those are allowable because they'll take oil. Planes, I will be able to use bombers and fighters. Aluminium doesn't have a CO2 cost, but anything with an ongoing cost is going to become a problem. So I think frigates really are something I do want to use. I mean, admittedly, privateers that's quite a good option as well. Well, anyway, it's pretty cool. Next turn we should be able to, or at least in 2 turns, I should be able to afford another settler, and we can go and settle down into the south. I'm just keeping this iron, buying units with iron. I don't think I've actually got one. I haven't got a unit with horses either, so there are options there should I need them. In fact, actually, there's a Temple of Artemis available here. That's ridiculous. I mean, it would be nigh on useless for me because I haven't really got anything, but yeah, there's all these options. I need to just keep an eye out for stuff like that. Right, okay, military engineering. It wasn't the answer that I was looking for. We're going to have to do some more. I think, actually, pikemen, pikemen into, pike and shot and anti-tank. That could be a good way of doing it. I think a CAD is in the game, aren't they? Yeah, so I could use them. That could be the option I go for today. Oh, James of St. George. Right, this is somebody who can put medieval walls into a city. I'll just pop him across and use him in a few places as well. Buy-wise, I think Macedonia are my... no, they don't like me. They hate me. Macedonia hates me. Alright, so we're going to go and spy on Macedonia. They have the most science as well. So let's go to this city. It's got a port. It's easy to get to. I didn't realize this for a long time, but the time to travel to a city is dictated by what districts it's got in it. And I never knew that. I honestly never knew that. If there's a port, it takes 2 turns off, as you can see. Yeah, it's cool, isn't it? And you can also see if there is a land bridge, it takes 1 turn less as well. So if there's a direct land passage, I think, or if there's a trader already going there, I don't know why there's a 1 turn off. Maybe it's just a capital thing? I don't think it's a capital thing. Anyway, Dion, let's go with that. Tax collector on Reina. That means we're only 1 away from contractor, and that's going to be really useful because I'll be able to just buy this preserve in. I'm not working anything else because I want to remember to actually buy the preserve in. I will forget otherwise, so sort of why I'm doing that. But mercantilism is good. Then we're going to go colonialism, natural history, conservation, all in one delightful little romp. Also, I am the first person to get all the way to a 15 pop city. Only the 2nd best city in the world, but it's the most populous and the most cultured. Ooh, Ottawa is getting 43 science per turn. That is the most scientific. Oh, I'm getting 42. I'll take that over sooner and later. You know, we'll get there. Look at this magnificent desert city. It's my first city on Arctica, which gives me era score as well as being on a new continent. On desert, I should say. So that's quite amusing. I'm also just going to very quickly, in fact, actually, I might be able to sort of sync this up with 2 builders in a second, but I'll just buy that tile and culture bomb. Lovely stuff. Oh, I love settling on a ley line. Everything is good when you settle on a ley line. Like I could go harbour, +5 immediately, but we're going to go for the usual preserve. Now, what I'm going to end up doing, what I'm going to end up do, right, okay, what me do right, is I'm going to just send Raina around, basically buying them all out. So that's my plan. Can't talk this evening. What's going on? Here's my little fort. Yay! It's on the border. Quite enjoyed that. That's nice. I'm just going to wait here and just stare longingly into the Congo. Oh, those cities are really just tempting, aren't they? They're like, give me those cities. Also, that's a -8 loyalty city, which is a bit unfortunate, but not if I put Raina over, because I keep changing my mind as to where I'm going to plonk her, so, you know, that's fun. Now, this city to the north is very limited on where it can settle. Really, I should have settled on my iron. I really should have settled on the iron, and then I could put a district there. You know, never mind. Not every city is perfect. What we're doing is basically just spreading out for later into the game, having more land with more opportunities. Who's that? Kaguna. Kaguna's alright, but it's not who I'm after. Era score-wise, yeah, we're charging through. We're absolutely having a laugh. This is great. Oh, hello. Where are all these units going, eh? Why have you got caravels outside my walls? Why are you being like this? I have 4 allies right now. Attack me at your absolute peril. In fact, are any of them actually bordering? No, they're really not. They have very limited peril. What can I do? What could I do to keep myself safe? First of all, I do have the ability to get frigates as long as I've got niter. A frigate or 2 in that sea would be quite handy. I'm going to get machinery so I can get some crossbows. That's going to be a pretty good defensive unit. No niter available. Oh, privateers are available though. So that's a thing. And as you can see, look, all of our forests, by the way, are now 1 extra production because we've gone to mercantilism. Oh, I love that. That's really cool. I'm actually going to switch to bastions so that my cities have an extra 6 defensive strength. It's quite handy, actually. It makes them almost impossible for the AI to kill. They really don't know what to do against super tough cities. There's not much to pillage, really. And what I think I want to do is control this bay. There are a couple of caravels in this bay, which are going to cause me some problems. This caravel is going to die if it's not careful. That's what I'm going to bring back to the other side to stop a flanking from this city. You know, the way I'm going to rule this is that as long as a city is not producing CO2, I can keep it if I go to war and take it. That's going to be my threshold, as long as it's not producing CO2. The damage has been done, right? People have taken all the forests away. Because I was thinking like, oh, if they've chopped marsh or they've chopped forest or anything like that, I'll raise it and reclaim the land. But then I was thinking, well, no, because I'm just going to get conservation, aren't I? I can rebuild the forests. I think I'm just going to try and put forest on every tile I can. So, yeah, I'm going to actually try and keep this. Yeah, convoluted. I'm changing my mind about how we're playing this game because, quite frankly, you know, there is no given thing because I'm very much making this challenge myself. Oh, Caravel is quite strong. They have, obviously, the Deity bonus, but it looks like they have intel on my movements, which is a bit annoying. They'll lose that, actually, once they go to war. But they also have the Great General, Admiral that they've popped, which is a bit annoying as well, but never mind. What damage can we do to them? There's probably a couple of other city-states that I can get. First of all, Zanzibar. This immediately is amazing. Cinnamon and cloves, each providing luxuries to 6 cities. That should make all of my cities quite content. Perfect. I also wanted to just protect my flank with the Congo, and I wanted to see if I could get some niter in. So Hong Kong, in you go as well. We're going to just control this area. Now, it might be the Congo attack Hong Kong once they realise that there's nothing they can do to keep that city-state, but that's a risk we're going to have to take. I'm also just going to buy 1 more archer to get the machinery boost to get crossbows in quicker. So I've got an archer, I've got a privateer, I've got 2 charges of St. George at the moment. So actually, turns out it's a really good engineer for me. I'm going to go bump, and this city's already got an... actually, this city's already reinforced, isn't it? Of course it is. It's the one to the south that's only got ancient walls. So we'll see about that. I'm probably going to end up putting that one through. Oh, I love these culture bombs. It doesn't matter how many I do. It's just so much fun. I'm really looking forward to Auckland spawning as well. I really hope they do. I want to see every city-state in this game. I want to see all the barbs becoming city-states. I want to see Auckland. Diplomatic Plaza, by the way, has done amazing things for my diplomatic favour per turn. This is really, really good. I've got 5... No, hang on. 2 from embassies and 1 from delegations. That will increase. I need to start sending delegates to lots of other people. But look, I think we've actually started to put them off. Kublai's looking at this and going, don't know about this. When in doubt, settle on a ley line. I mean, it gets to the point sometimes where you're like, I might as well. And put a fishing boat down on turn 1 as well. Every city that you could ever want is going to be made perfect with the addition of one of those. Just thinking of a preserve. These 4 tiles? As fun as it is to get preserves that have all 6 tiles, don't get precious about it. You might as well have something down giving you really good amounts of like growth than having nothing down because you're just sort of messing around trying trying to get the perfect thing. I call it perfection freeze. You wait so long trying to get like the perfect district that you never build a thing. Machinery. Actually, that gives me access to Kilwa if it's still available. That is something that I do want on this map. We're going to just upgrade 1 crossbow and 2 crossbow. There's the metal casting improvement, and I want to go mass production to get access to Venetian Arsenal and more importantly shipyards, which are going to give me a ton of production because oh yeah, do we have some really good cards for that. In fact, actually, didn't get naval tradition. It's worth unlocking this one. Naval infrastructure, harbour district adjacency. That's a big one. That's a biggie. Yeah, I'm actually going to start sacrificing certain tiles in my capital. Now, this is obviously it's a really good preserve, right? It's got 5 different buildings around it, or 5 different tiles around it. But, I mean, if I could build Kilwa in 14 turns, you got to admit, it's worth it. It's by far my most productive city. I'll have a quick peek. The other, yeah, it's my 12 population city. This city is the other candidate, but I don't think there's anywhere I can't build it anywhere there without sacrificing some woods, and I refuse to do that. It's got to be my capital that does it. I want the 3 envoys, I want the 15% boosts, I want everything. It's all just amazing. Actually, Protestantism is giving me faith per wonder, I think, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Look at that. I wondered why all my wonders were giving me faith. Now I know. The reason I'm building Kilwa over on that tile is because there's still a possibility of me getting Angkor Wat, which would give me at the moment 16 extra population across my empire. That would take me from 84 to 100. It's a huge deal, that. Let's do it. Let's just throw myself into Kilwa. What could go wrong? What could go wrong? Actually, shipyards. As soon as I get that, that'll help massively. All preserves. This one's finished now. Perfect. I will get the grove. Actually, the grove isn't so important in this city. Look at it. It's not a very preservy city. Let's get the harbour going instead. The grove is more important when you've got not these sea tiles, you've got the land tiles, because it'll only improve that one tile, and I think it is breathtaking in theory, so that would be decent, but yeah. Not a rush. There's naval tradition. I'm going to get rid of serfdom for a little bit because it's not giving me the bonuses I want. And naval infrastructure gives me 19 extra gold per turn, but it just will remind me for later to keep that card in because as soon as we get shipyards, oh boy, that's going to be good. Now, I've been avoiding putting lumber mills on woods because honestly, it's rubbish. It's a pointless endeavour. I actually get more of a benefit not doing it, but I'm going to do it briefly. I'll remove it in a second just because, look, the lumber mill does nothing. It literally improves nothing, but it has given me the bonus to mass production, so that's worth it in itself. Taking city-states near Canada is a really good idea, actually, because you know they're not going to get attacked. Industrial zones, water parks, entertainment complexes reach 3 tiles further. Oh, it's a good thing. Plus, Golden age guaranteed. 3 turns now. It's not really like, I'm not close enough. I'm too close to the next stage, so I'm not going to really worry about saving era score or anything like that, which doesn't let that one play out. Perfect. It's all going great. Oh, Niter. Canada is letting me buy some, so I will buy it. Okay, good. Right, we can upgrade a couple of frigates. They've actually given me 41, which is perfect. I can upgrade 2 units, or actually I might just buy new frigates just in case over here, but having 1 extra means that my units will actually heal, which is really good. Steel Tech Boost is something I really want to do, but we're going to list gain sources first. Perfect. I did buy the spy building, didn't I? That's why I've even got that in the first place. I have to double check. Sometimes I record these games in multiple goes and I always forget what I've been doing, but intelligence agency, yeah, there we go, good. So spies are going to be effective this game. Oh, no. Suzerain Lost of Nan Nadol. That's the one I did not want to lose. That's like 50% culture boost having that one. Dear oh dear, who's doing that? Poland, Jadwiga. Disapprove of what you're doing there. Massively so. Mass production. Okay, right. Well, I'm not being attacked just yet, so we're going to just assume that we're never going to get attacked. That's the best thing to do. Shipyards, 1 food, 4 gold, citizen slot, and bonus production equal to the adjacency of the harbour, which I believe is a +5. With the card, means that it's a 10. Oh yeah, 10 production. It's really good. Plus +1 production on all unimproved coast and lake tiles for the city. Now I don't believe, oh no, I am working 1 of them, so it will give me technically another production on that tile. And actually I will be working more of those going forward. So yeah, that just shaved a couple turns off Kilwa. That's great. Oh, good. In fact, industrialization will make that even better. I love late game tribal villages. Oh, 60 faith. That's not that exciting. Ah well, what are you going to do? I'm still getting settlers. That's probably going to be my last for a little while actually. So where is Magnus going to go? Where am I more likely going to continue settling? kind of settled up into this bit of the map. Probably round to the south down there, probably. There's loads of ley lines down there. Yeah, actually, so Magnus is probably in a good space, as good a space as he's going to get. Oh, consulate's almost finished. Yay! Colonialism has been taken, and more importantly, we are into the Renaissance age. We're one age away from becoming CO2 absolute warriors. We're going to go and start killing people if they start to carbonize. We'll get to that in a little bit. So we have normal ages for the Congo and for China. Those are my two closest compatriots, if we call them that. Monumentality is so much fun and I love it, but Hic Sunt Connors gives me extra population if I settle cities on a different continent, as well as giving me more loyalty and more movement on naval and embarked units. So that would be really handy if I do get into a war. Reform the coinage, giving me more gold. I've only got 4 trade routes going on to 5 at the moment. So honestly, that's not the biggest thing. Monumentality might still be the best thing to do because I've got like 128 faith coming in. Feels a bit samey, but when the results are working, you might as well. Oh my goodness, look at how many unimproved tiles that city is working, and this one as well. Oh, shipyards in these 2 cities. I'm actually going to hard build. Do I hard build the shipyards in these 2 cities? I think I do. I can't be buying everything everywhere, you know? There's got to be some hard building. And where's Nan the doll? I'll take that back immediately. Thank you so much. Don't you dare abandon me again. Don't you dare. And I'm going to add Ngazagamu to my list because, you know, I can. Well, I can get a trade route with Buenos Aires, which gives me an extra envoy, which puts me at 6. Which is going to be really good because once I get a power plant building, which I will do very soon, oh, my capital's going to get a lot more production. Also, just a cheeky archaeological museum to get natural history boosted. I'm beelining as quick as I can conservation. Unfortunately, I'm not going to get a neighborhood before that point. I'm just going to hard build conservation, but yeah. Oh, maybe monumentality wasn't a good idea because I was going to get naturalists. Too many things to get. Too many ideas, too many options. Oh, that's a +7 harbour. Don't mind if I do. Yum. What I'm doing is I'm making sure to explore all of the top and bottom elements of the map because this is where the barbarians tend to spawn into city-states. So I want to discover the whole map. If Auckland is on this map and I don't find them, I'm going to be so annoyed. Same with the letter. Like, those 2 city-states are worth going out of my way to try and find. Oh, Kabul. Oh, I must have done something. Oh, natural history. Maybe that's what I did it? I don't know. I have no idea what's going on. More city-states. I mean, I've got so many envoys right now. Anshan? Yeah. I mean, unfortunately, that's science from great works of writing. Kupe? That's not his specialty, but we won't judge. Mohenjo-Daro would be cool. I have quite a few cities with no housing from water, but I've got a lot of preserves, so that's probably not the most important thing. Let's go Cardiff instead, so that I can get electricity from all my harbour buildings. Again, CO2. CO2 is going to be a problem. We don't want it. Not in our empire. No, no, no. Oh, lighthouse. Lovely. Rapa Nui. You see, they exist. They exist. There are still city-states on this map that exist that haven't been found. We will find them. I promise. We'll find them all, but conservation will come first. Oh, I'm so excited for conservation, I can't tell you. Look at how much extra culture will get put into this city when I build my unique theatre square building. Bam. Oh, it's so much fun. I love it. And Taruga wants a trade. I mean, there's so many city-states that want traders. And now I'm unlocking a few more. Like, you get a couple of trading posts around the map and suddenly you can send your trade routes about 500 miles more than you could before, which is cool. Good, and that's 2 tribal huts I found there. Nice. Late game exploration. It's still loads to find on this map. It's wonderful. Oh, I did upgrade one of my frigates, by the way. First nighter unit in the world. Really? Am I actually I'm catching up on science. I mean, I guess we do have 154. It's only Macedon really keeping me honest here, but I mean, yeah. I haven't built a single campus yet. I need to. I've got really good campuses that I could build. I just haven't done it yet. Or something to actually shoot at. I mean, yeah, again, China are just sort of like sticking around in my empire annoyingly. Don't know what they're doing there, but it's like, oh, for goodness sake, now they've got caravel fleets. Ugh, that's no fun. Look, either attack or don't attack. Like right now, this annoying stalemate is just frustrating, okay? Like I'm not enjoying this. Steel tech boost 74. 4% chance, including rifling. Rifling's such a rubbish boost. Have I really not got that? Probably haven't. Oh, Kilwa's almost done. It's almost done. Oh, and I can get water parks soon as well. Actually, water parks would be really good, especially because they've got an extra 3 tiles worth of radius now. Like if I plopped one there, I think it would hit pretty much every single city on this continent. Like it would be 13 tiles on this, because it's actually 9 plus 3, and then you have to put one more on the radial measuring tool. I get asked that a lot. Yeah, that would actually hit all of the cities on this little continent area. So yeah, you know, I might have to do that or put it down here. Thinking about it, that actually might be more clever, because then, yeah, then it's actually next to my theatre square and it would give me more culture. Yeah, let's do that. Come on, let's use our heads. Don't just sit there. Come on, out you come. I want that tribal hut. I want to see what late game goodies there are. Industrialization. Nice. We want basically to start putting factories down everywhere now, but my capital will be the first to get one. Yum. Oh, that actually took a turn off Kilwa. I really hope we get that. Source of coal. The coal is underneath the woods. Okay, I don't have to chop it down, but here's the thing. I'm not going to put a coal power plant down. No, 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 no. Now, I might have said earlier that I was going to do one because of the envoys thing. I was getting carried away, okay? I'm not going to actually do it because that would be CO2. We don't like CO2. No, 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 no. More like CO poo. Am I right? Ha ha ha. Mature jokes with Ursa. Da 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 da. It's poo. Venice? You see these city-states are flipping everywhere. They're everywhere. Come on, Auckland. You've got to be on this map somewhere. You have to be. Oh, look how sneaky this is as well. I'm going to put a preserve down on that tile, but I wanted to put a settlement here so that I could work all the tiles. It's quite sneaky. This my city centre is actually going to get the benefits from that preserve. And I get the iron as well. It's awesome. Now that I have industrialization, I'm going to get steam power so that my units move around further. Unfortunately, I can't build any railroads this game. 0 railroads. 0 fun, more like it. But yeah, we all know why. It's CO2. Every time you put one down, you burn a coal. And if you burn coal, then unfortunately, yeah, just not going to happen. I've also decided I'm not going to actually dig that coal out of the ground. I refuse to. I refuse to contribute to anybody putting CO2 in. So far, nobody's bothered to put any CO2 into the atmosphere. I approve. I approve massively. Keeping an eye on Macedon, though, because they are the technological leaders. So if they start putting power plants up, I'm going to have a word with them. 3 envoys. That's the good thing. But this is Kilwa in my capital, and I haven't built Kilwa in my actual capital in so flippin' long. It's really good to have it in there because I'm going to get a 15% boost to, I think, gold, faith, 2 types of production, culture, and science once this goes through. So it's going to be awesome. And I should get 2 suzerains of each type very, very soon. So my capital will be on 30% boost to a lot of these things. Yep, it is already on, oh my goodness, science, 60% modifier. That's crazy. How is that 60%? What's going on here? Hang on. Science is 60%. Let's work this out. So we've got 30 from Kilwa, 15 from Pingala. I don't know. I don't know because it's not super happy, the city. Oh man, that's a don't know. Oh, Geneva. It's Geneva. Okay, cool. That's fine. Right, so we've got 2 production. That's good. We've got 2 military. That's good. We do not have 2 gold. We have 2 science. We do not have 2 culture. So I need gold and I need science. Sorry, I need gold and culture. Gold and culture. Should be easy to do. Mohenjo-daro, that is the culture. That will put me to 333. That's 15% extra culture across my empire. Perfect stuff. Then I can go 1, 2, 3 to Venice, which will put that one, which will increase my gold by 15%. And then I can put 1 more into Mogadishu to make my shipyards even better. What a turn. What a turn. Oh, and we're saving up our faith as well because I'm going to go for some naturalists. We're going to get some of these beautiful national parks. We don't really get too much from them for a little while, but they will give me amenities, and amenities are a fun thing. Oh, the exciting thing I'm actually going to start saving my gold up for as well is the sanctuaries. Oh, yeah. An extra science, 2 science, 2 gold, and 2 production for all adjacent unimproved breathtaking tiles. That's a tongue twister in itself, but more importantly, it's another 2 housing and 10% growth in the cities, which should be just lovely. Now, well, we might as well try and build Venetian Arsenal, but I think before that, I am going to actually build Angkor Wat. If I get it, great. If I don't, that's fine as well. That tile will become available again, but I think it's just 17 extra population across my empire. It's a big difference. really does flesh out a lot of stuff. So yeah, I think I'll try and do that. And then the water park, I'm pretty sure the water park on that tile would still hit all the cities. It absolutely would. Yeah, including... Oh, it doesn't quite get my capital, but it could. That would get my capital. Okay, yeah. You know what? I'm going to sacrifice the adjacency bonus to mean that I don't have to build a water park in my capital. I can go entertainment complex here instead. Saying that, I'm not entirely sure I've even got a tile to do that, so that could just be a total waste of time. I could put it on the volcanic soil, because in theory, putting a district on volcanic soil doesn't get rid of the volcanic soil, I think. I think that's true. You know what? I'm going to just have a little look and see if I can find a volcano on the map that one of the AI is settled near. Inconclusive. Inconclusive. I don't actually know the answer to that question. We'll probably have to work that one out later. Let's just... I'm going to have to get garrison. These barbs are being very easily held at bay here, but it's still quite annoying. Let's get my scout to move up. And let's upgrade to a skirmisher so I can go and kill this quickly. The Netherlands like me as well because I sent a trade route to them. I'm so clever. I actually swung it by -14 to 0. That's a big swing. Yeah, they really don't like it. Actually, no, it's bigger than that because it was -12. They disliked me. Now it's +8, so it's a 20 swing. Wow, that's crazy. Look at this though. Conservation, sanctuaries, and naturalists all at the same time. It's looking beautiful. Now, I think my capital is probably the place that I want to build the sanctuary first. Oh, 1,700 gold. I forget how expensive they are. Blimey, I'm going to break my rule quickly out of excitement. I'm going to just ask for some gold up front in my deals. I have been doing gold per turn. And yeah, my economy is better. I feel like I've lost a lot of the snowball by not taking the gold up front, but it's been fun to play it a slightly different way. So that's fine. I'm building it in my capital because I want the extra production in my capital and I want the extra growth here. But I could probably build it somewhere else first. But bam. Oh yeah, look at these tiles. Oh, 8 production woods. It's just a thing of beauty. So now I've got conservation. We need to go back and get some of the civics that I've missed. I haven't got military training or mercenaries. I'm going to save those though, just in case I need to do an emergency government switch later on into the game. You never know. 3 extra envoys though. We've got all of the suzerains I could want really, but I'll pick up some extra ones just to make myself a little bit happier. Mogadishu, that'll be one of them. Cardiff, that'll be another. And Rapa Nui, that'll be a third. And kablump, we have so much more era score and we're so far ahead of everybody else. Oh, I actually just managed to go through the tribal hat. I was wondering if that would work. There's an extra envoy in there as well, just in case we didn't have enough. Put it in Vatican. Why not? It's nearby. Oh, that's right. I can put woods down now. Yay! Oh, it puts so much extra production into my lands. Yes, everybody land. Everybody get production. In fact, I'm going to get rid of Charismatic Leader briefly and put Serfdom back in because it's time to get some builders, as well as some national parks. We do want some national parks. There are going to be some good national parks in my empire. So, I mean, yeah, the problem is going to be trying to switch my territory around a little bit so that I can build the national parks where I want them to go. Placement is going to be the most difficult thing here, but as you can see, like, a lot of cities are going to be very easy to place. Very easy to place. Oh man. Okay. Let's just put the first one down here and then, yeah, look, that's an easy first spot, I think. Unless I were to go bum 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 bum. Oh, no, that's 4 mountains, isn't it? Yeah, no, that'll do. That'll do. That's a nice spot. What's this? Useless tundra? Not anymore. Bam. Oh, reforesting the world. I'm reforesting the world before the world even needed to be reforested. That's how much of an eco-warrior I am today. We're doing God's work. Kupe, saviour of the world. Unfortunately, you can't forest leylands, which is a bit annoying, but what are you going to do? Just plant the woods, plant them everywhere. Now that I've got steam power, all my units are going 2 quicker, which is just lovely. Flight is obviously for tourism, so we're going to beeline that now. Stirrups, good. Banking, good. Astronomy, we need a university adjacent to a mountain. I'm working on that. Scientific theory. And flight, I'm working on building wonders as well. I don't know if we'll actually get a wonder. Feels like this wonder's being built relatively quickly at the moment. We've got an absolute shite ton of production in the capital. 133 production. When did that get that crazy? Oh my lord. Oh, you know, look, there we go. Look, that was a jinx. That was me jinxing that. Absolutely. Oh yeah, we're going to get that. Not a problem at all. Bam. Someone built Angkor Wat. Never mind. Never mind. It's probably good in the long run to have that tile back, but what are you going to do? I'll put production into Venetian Arsenal instead, just for when Rage Kupe comes, you know? We need to get ready for Rage Kupe. There is Vatican on side, and can we steal anyone else? Nazca, of course we can. Lovely. Look at all that extra faith. Yum. Preslav. You see, look, there are more city-states everywhere you look. Everywhere you look. Although it doesn't look like there are any more along the top. We might have found all of them by now. A city-state is still generating? No! Oh, conversion is disabled. Oh, no, some of them are still converting. Some of them are still converting. We'll double check, actually, and see if that's stopped. But I'm hoping Auckland still has a possibility. I'd be so disappointed if it doesn't. Like, oh, come on, give me Auckland. Oh, I can't help myself. I'm just buying groves and things. Bam. Oh, yeah, that's lovely. And then one over here as well. Bam. Oh, even better. I'll buy one over here. Look at this tile. 10 production already. Oh, it's going to get better as well. Oh, no. Oh, no. He's got rifling secrets. Run away on foot. Yay. They did it. They escaped. Quite impressed by that. Let's look at the simple difference. Like, this is 2 groves surrounding this tile, right? If I put woods on it, it gets, I think, 4 production, 1 culture, 1 faith. No, that was actually 5 production. 1, but I mean, it's just nuts. It's just like, okay, sure. Like, is there a more satisfying way to play this game than just being able to spawn yields everywhere? Just instantaneously. It's just so much fun. So much fun. Oh, beautiful. Oh, and my first national park. Actually, I'll just have a look and see where the others are going to be. Yeah, this was a location I thought it might be. I kind of wanted to stick it on this set of tiles, though. We might have to do some terrain manipulation to make sure that we can do all the things we want. So that's a project, but over here, oh, that's much better. So we'll go and do that one. So let's go for the naturalist over there. Oh, yeah. Yes. But in the meantime, bam. World's first national park, 4 era score, and more importantly, the amenities are going to flood in now. Keep forgetting what cards I had. New World Explorers. Oh, exploration. That's cool. 100% production towards recon units, and they gain experience. Oh, I love that. There's some really good cards in these recon mods that we're playing with today. I haven't really needed them too much, so it's been okay, but Public Works, well, should we go and stick that one back in? Is that a card I want, or do I go back to my influence? I'm going to go back to my influence points because it's actually getting me more at the moment, and it's 50% more because of monarchy as well. 18 influence points per turn now. I think I've just finished the Chancery. Yes, I have. Lovely. Oh, it's good. It's good. It's so good. I'm still 26 turns away from the industrial era, which is good because no one has put any carbon into the atmosphere. We're going to have to wait until someone does, and then we'll just, it might end up being just whoever does it first is the one I end up just going for. We'll see. I don't know. It's going to be tricky. What if no one does? What if no one ever puts any carbon into the atmosphere just because they look at Kupe, strong Kupe, and they're like, no. I don't want to get involved in that. That's horrendous. Patala Palace. Actually, flight's going to give me a bunch more tourism, isn't it? I think the Maori upgrade goes into tourism. That should be fun. Might have to beeline electricity. I'm going to go electricity first, actually, because I'm thinking seaports. 2 gold for all coast tiles. I'm working so many flipping coast tiles everywhere. Might as well just embrace it. Embrace the playthrough you're going for. That's what I say. Oh, happiness of cities. That's gone up substantially. Well, it will go up more with an aquarium. Ba-dump. Lovely stuff. Okay, cool. I'm thinking now, do I want to get at least 1 industrial zone on this continent? That might be a good idea, actually. This is the city that's going to have to do it because it's going to be right in the middle. Yeah, we'll swap it to there. I don't want to build too many of these industrial zones, but it's quite handy to have like at least 1, and then I can go factory for everyone. Oh, how about you just stop pillaging everything, please? Pretty please. Disapprove. Like, this barb encampment is just being annoying now. It's so petty. It's like you're doing so little. Please stop it. Oh, they've pillaged the grove. Grove is my favourite thing. Don't do that. Man, I'll just please myself by making another grove down here. Ba-da! Oh, yeah. I should get rid of that silver improvement. Some of these improvements we are going to have to start actually removing, weirdly. Oh, yeah, I fell into my trap perfectly. The barb was stood on this preserve and it was going to pillage it a second time, I could tell. But by moving my builder onto that tile, it captured, and then I can do the old chess move of city attack, crossbow capture. Oh yeah, sometimes I feel like I'm very clever. Very clever, Ursa. Although I'm not going to be able to actually kill that musket, am I? Ugh. I mean, I could just encourage this city-state to convert. Whether it will or not is another question. Which is the city-state with the most conversion? So we've got one down there. Grey Rat's looking pretty good. Stone Kite is looking pretty good. Some great names, aren't there? Absolutely fantastic names. Yeah, I reckon this one, Stone Kite, is probably the most likely. So we need to gain points towards city-state conversion. So if I bribe it and then start asking for muskets and stuff, that could be cool. We could speed that along. I think we're going to do it just because I want to see if I can get Auckland. Like, it's too tempting a thing. There we go, we'll bribe them. There's no units there at all. It's a totally pointless bribe, but I think it took a few turns away there, so that was good. Venetian Arsenal, second naval unit every time you train one, must be built on a coast adjacent to an industrial district. Imagine if, okay, Civ decided in their wisdom to pay me, Ursa Ryan, to do voiceover songs for every wonder, and you could just turn it on as a mod. Wouldn't that be wonderful? Wouldn't everybody just appreciate the game even more? Ah, we can only dream. Contractor. Oh. Where is she? Here she is over there. What can I buy? What can I buy? Nothing, really. Okay, what an anticlimax. I'm building a water park down, so I don't actually need to do another one, and there's no tile that I can otherwise build on without removing something, so yeah. The rain is pointless. Right there. We're going to move her to somewhere that's a little bit more fun. How about somewhere that I'm not doing something crazy? Oh yeah, this is a good city. Let's send her there. Perfect. What spy improvement do I want? Ace Driver? Have a much higher chance of escape. Oh, actually that's really helpful. It basically makes them immortal. I'll send them back over to Macedon now. One more sanctuary. Bump. Oh yeah. Oh, these are... So I now have an archaeologist that is slowly digging things up for my museum. I've got one barbarian thing. I'll get a Kupe thing. I try not to get too many Kupe items just because that's likely the one that I'm going to pick up everywhere. But, you know, what can you do? I've also got a naturalist that's going around. We're starting to make some national parks in earnest now. Extra immunities. The extra immunities alone is really helping, actually. Massively. I'm only one immunity in my capital away from being happy. And, oh, the yields in this place. They're going to be great. Oh, a grove in this city though. Yay! Oh, I love groves. They're such good buildings. And just like run through the city centre buildings afterwards. National Park, ahoy! Look at that, 3 extra era score. I love, just as soon as you unlock national parks, like you can't not get golden ages every era. It's too easy. Got another spy. Now, what are we going to do with my spies? I feel like there's got to be something fun we can do. Science-wise, I think I'm pretty much caught up now. Macedon is the only person that I could steal from. So, should we steal gold? I mean, Mali is probably going to be someone that I end up allying to. But in terms of stealing gold, yeah, they're pretty much the only people that you could try and do that to. So maybe instead we've got to try and steal for some theatre squares? Again, no one's really got those either. It's been a very strange game from that point of view. I think stealing some stuff from China. China are still not playing ball with me, so we're gonna go after them. Oh, I'm an idiot. I was searching for both Theatre Square and Commercial Hub. Yeah, there we go. Okay, loads more options. Let's go to the sort of ancient capital. Is there anything in this city for me to steal? Yes, there certainly is. Lovely. Oh, this is fun. I would love it if we could build units twice as quickly, because my Venetian Arsenal is going to be hilariously effective on that one, and I'd love it if we also could build city centre buildings faster as well. I don't really care about walls. I'm more interested in the fact that I've got a bunch of little cities that could be building lots of cool things in them city centres. Oh, gold. Okay, right, fine, so we can buy units quicker. Never mind. It was worth a try. Oh well, I can't build too many boats, but the boats I am building are being doubled, so I am slowly getting a bit of a navy now. Nice. Build sanctuaries. We've got a lot of extra production in these cities at the moment. 79 production, 72 production. Yeah, Kupe is just casual production just from all of these unimproved woods. Massive, absolutely massive. Every time I pick up envoys, oh, it's like going to a sweet shop or something. You look at the list and you're like, ooh, what do I pick today? What do I pick today? I'm actually going to make use of the fact that I've got my double card on first envoy and pick up a couple of doubles. There's only a few that I haven't got any envoys with, and I would quite like to remove that diplomatic league card in a second, so that's what I'm going to focus on. Oh, this is going to be a good shipyard for this city. Look at this. Bam. Oh, so many extra yields from the ocean. I mean, it's quite the commotion. Instantly builds a lighthouse and a shipyard. That's pretty handy, especially in some of my newer cities, but I'm only just getting buildings into. Like, that's a shipyard there. What about this one? What do I put it? Where do I go? Over here. This will be a good city for it. Perfect. This is in my capital, Torre de Belém. International trade routes from this city receive 2 gold for every luxury at the destination. Yum. That's really, really good. I think it also will give a bunch of my cities free walls or something. I haven't really got a lot that it could give me, to be fair. I've been building quite a lot because the City Centre World Congress has been going through. Oh well, ungrateful we shall not be. I'm just going to accept anything that I can get at this point, really. Oh, there's some still good tiles that I could work. I could get Casa. That would give me something, but I mean, as I say, I would put it on a pretty decent volcano tile. That's mobilization. This is mass media. We're almost at ideology now, and we can get ourselves a better government. Yum. No one's generated CO2 yet. We're watching like a hawk. Like an absolute hawk. We will catch people if they try. They try and do anything. I'm on it. Another national park. It's just a weird set of them down on this little sort of island bank down here, but it's looking good. So just over 100 tourism now. I don't think I've had any tourists come into my nation just yet, but I do have the most domestic tourists, so there's some good stuff and there's some sort of not so good stuff. Okay, Muscat, Yerevan. Those two now have 2 envoys with them each, which means there's only Kaguna. That's the only city-state now that hasn't got anything in it, so that's useful. Means we'll be able to switch out Diplomatic League imminently, which is fantastic because Raj, I've really been meaning to get Raj in for some time. It's a really, really good policy. And there is flight. So, a bit of tourism now coming into my empire from all of my different Maori sites, I believe. Just a little bit. Just a smidge. 1 tourism per turn on quite a few of these tiles. Hey, you know what? It does a little bit, and that's all that we need it to do. Oh, I can't get over this. It's so much fun. It's like, look, this is a 5 production tile. Put a wood down, and bam, it's a 10 production tile. Kupe. I also got a little bit bored in these cities, and I'm starting to print settlers out again. I said I kind of had enough cities. I decided against that. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 more settlers on the way, and I'm just going to start settling in the weirdest places. Like at this point, what I'm starting to do is get water parks, entertainment complexes, all of these things that are going to make me super happy, as national parks as well, massively helping. So as long as we're on content on my cities, I'm kind of happy just to keep settling everywhere, really. But now that I've got flight, let's get radio. Seaside resorts are fun, but also aluminium. I want to know where my aluminium is so that I can get bombers, so that if anybody puts CO2 into the air, oh, just you wait. Oh, that's another sanctuary done. What's this tile on now? 12 production. Oh, yes. Oh, imagine if we could get vampires as well. Just imagine a world where that was possible. I need to find a couple of cities where I can build aerodromes. I'm going to be buying in my planes, but honestly, I've been putting so many woodlands down. The actual ability for me to put districts down now is severely limited, like severely limited. Just going to put a couple of water parks down as well, not because I particularly need them, but because if I can get more amenities in that city, I will. Like, I just, at this point, just it's kind of the only thing I can build, so I'll build it. Here is one of the many cities in question. Ah, lovely. Where am I going to actually settle the city? Because I want to put a preserve and a national park down on this tile, so I'll go and settle on that tile, and then I can go preserve over there, national park down here. Yeah. That works for me. Oh, Kamasi. Oh, exciting. Anyone met Kamasi yet? No, it was just me. So I just got the 2. Oh, this is why it's good to have that card still in. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, that looks like a big one. Oh, 3 population lost. Whereabouts is that? I was at my new entertainment complex. I was literally just building. Yeah, it most certainly was. Okay, that means that is almost certainly melted. It's removed the deer, which is a bit unfortunate, but actually it's ended up clearing some space around the city, so maybe that's not too bad a thing. Interesting. Well, we'll work out how that affects us in a bit. Right now, we're getting excited by the presence of ideology. Ooh. And as discussed before, I mean, Charismatic Leader is a good card. It's not that good, but it is good. But we're going to now pick up Raj. Look at that. 32 gold, 32 science, 32 culture, 32 faith. Yum. I'm going to put levy on mass on as well. To be honest, we just need more government slots. I am building Patala Palace slowly. Actually, this city's not building it very slowly. It's got 77 production now because of all these crazy tiles to the north of me. But yeah, we are building that one. That's fine, Liang. I just have picked up aquaculture because everyone always tells me to do that on a C map, so I have. Being honest, I'm not too worried about builder charges. We've got plenty of those sort of things. I can reach and get a preserve on that city, but I'm just actually going to go one tile further in and settle that. This is the city that I'm just going to go bump like that. And then I can immediately pick up that fishing boat. Look at that. Lovely. Radio aluminium. How much aluminium have I got? Oh, there's one underneath that farm. Okay, that's fine. I can actually put a mine down there and not really ruin the environment because I'm only removing an improvement that I put down myself. So that's okay. But it looks like we've got at least some. I'm just going to run another quicker search across the map and see how much aluminium we've got around. Because if there's easily obtainable sources that we can go and settle on, and you know I'm going to go and settle on them, like over there for instance, yeah, there's going to be plenty I think on this map. I say that. There's only those two sources that I think I can go and improve. Poland's got some Kemer, Granada, okay, interesting. Nanadol, hopefully they'll improve that themselves. Mystery Island ages away from me. Kemer, Poland, Dido, sorry, I think I might be getting Kemer and Dido mixed up, but okay, there's some. There's enough to make at least some bomb force. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Glorious Petra, I Am Salty Tech, Matthew Wilkinson, Paul Coffey, Doughboy91, Sean Gratis, Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Davalex, Skeptical Bear, Kroger Brand Trail Mix, Alex Noob, Cinnamon Beard, Portland, Petra Ryan, Matthew Hatch, Amir EC, Henry, Rom88, Radiatore, Private Selection, Genoa Salami, Boy Zorro, Callum Billy, Garrett Gowan. Thanks everyone!